A subscriber asked me the other day, he goes, what are your go-to places to get a meal in BGC? So I put together a list. We're going to talk about that right now. Okay, so my top 12 go-to places to get a good meal here in BGC, Bonifacio Global City in Metro Manila, the NCR, National Capital Region. So these are places I've eaten at and I really like and I frequent. They're going to be different price ranges. So there's something for everybody. If you want to eat on a budget, you'll be able to do that. Some of these places, you want to spend a lot of money, you get a really gourmet meal, you're going to have that list too. But let's get started. Number one, and I just found this place about a week or so ago. I was in SM Aura, which is one of the malls here in BGC, and they have a food court there on the 4th floor. And Jen and I were up there, so we saw the food court and we hadn't eaten lunch yet, so it's like, let's go eat lunch. So we're walking around the food court and she got something with rice because that's what she does. And I found this place called Deli by Shelly, C-H-E-L-E, Shelly. And they serve sandwiches and they serve Reubens. So I was like, oh, okay. And it looked really good in the menu. So I thought, oh, I'll go check it out. So I ordered a Reuben, and I just got the half sandwich. They have a half and a whole. And I got the half sandwich, and as you can see, it's huge. If I had gotten a whole, there would no way I would be able to eat the whole thing in one sitting. I would have had to have taken it home and eaten it another time. That's how big they are. But it's the best Reuben I've had since I've moved away from the U.S. and one of the best Reubens I've ever had. That's how good it is. And it's cheap for that half sandwich, that huge sandwich. Now you don't get anything with it like chips or anything like that. It's just the sandwich. But it's 330 peso, which is in the current exchange rate probably about $5.50, something like that. Under $6 for sure. So for under $6, you get that huge sandwich. Now, if you get the whole one, which would be enough to feed 2 people, it'll cost you about $5.85, I believe, was the price on that. So that comes out to under $10. So this is my little shortcut. So that would be number one, and these aren't in any particular order. So number 2 on the list, Krapow, which is on High Street South, which is one of the newer areas as far as restaurants. They have new restaurants there. They got all kinds. But Krapow is a Thai restaurant, and it's very inexpensive. You can get really good Thai meals. Now, if you want something that's super spicy, like if you're used to real Thai food that's super spicy, you have to tell them that, because they will not make it extra spicy. They won't make it that Thai spicy that you may be used to if you've eaten in Thailand. So you have to ask them to spice it up real good, and they'll do that for you. And then they have the dishes to where you can add more spice if you need to. Number 3 is Foul Bread. Foul Bread is a restaurant on High Street that specializes in chicken, and they have hands down the best chicken sandwiches I've ever had in the Philippines and maybe anywhere. Great chicken sandwiches, and I can't remember exactly what the price is on those, but I think around 400 peso, maybe 450, something along those lines, and I do believe you get fries with that. So, but they have really good chicken sandwiches. They're a little messy, but they're super good. Number 4 on the list is Uma. O-O-M-A, Uma. It's a Japanese restaurant on High Street that's a little more upscale. You'll pay a little more for the meals, but they're very good. Authentic Japanese food. Super, super good. All kinds of styles of food you can get there as far as Japanese food. They've got a full menu, complete menu down High Street. It's called Uma, and that's number 4 on my list. Moving on to number 5, on 4th Avenue, and they also have one located in Uptown Mall called Manam, M-A-N-A-M. Manam is a Filipino comfort food restaurant. I love the laksa. That's fantastic. It's kind of a soup, almost like a curry based soup, but it's super good, and I think you'll enjoy it too. And their prices are reasonable. If you want something a little more expensive, number 6 on the list is Wolfgang's Steakhouse, right there on High Street, right across from the Mine Museum. They have fantastic steaks, and they are high end. You can spend a lot of money on those steaks. They've got burgers too, and they've got reasonable prices as well as high prices. So if you want something that's a little reasonable, you can spend, I believe, like maybe 800 or 1,000 peso for a burger, a meal. You get a nice large burger, and it's going to cost you about $16, something like that, $16 or $18 American. But you're eating it at Wolfgang's, which they have fantastic beef that they bring in. So Wolfgang's is 6th on my list. I'm going to try to stay away from franchise, especially the Western franchise places, but there will be a couple that will be on this list. Now, the Wolfgang's is not affiliated to Wolfgang Puck. It's a different Wolfgang's, but it's very similar to the style and the food and the pricing, so you're going to get that. So that would be number 6 on my list. Number 7 on my list is a franchise place. It's called Italiani's. Italiani's, they have a couple of locations. The one in particular is on High Street, and it's Italian food, obviously. By the name, you should know that. But Italiani's is very good. Hey, James! How you guys doing? Doing a video. Friend of mine, subscriber actually too. So, yeah, Italiani's is Italian food. Very delicious, good servings. Their salads are excellent, but everything's really good there, and I think that's something you would really like. Number 8 on the list, right here. We're walking right by it. Modern Shang. Modern Shang is a Chinese restaurant, an upscale Chinese restaurant. Very, very good. And you can see it's fine dining. Very nice the way it is all set up. And here are the prices. Still reasonable prices. So you can get a nice dinner for under 500, or if you want to get the larger meals, you've got them for about 800 to 900 peso, which is still under $20 for a full meal, and you could probably share that with your girlfriend. Hot pots between 600 and 1,200 peso. So basically you've got all price ranges. You can get the wok bowls for under $3.50, which is less than $7. So they've got decent prices here, but you can also spend a little bit of money here. And it's very nice seating, very nice dining, and something I think you would enjoy. So number 9 is Raging Bull Burgers in Shangri-La Hotel. Now I'm going to piggyback that with Raging Bull, the steakhouse. The burger place is downstairs, and you can get a burger, and it's going to cost you probably 600 peso, something along those lines. But it's really good, super good food. Um, and if you go to the steakhouse, it's Shangri-La, so you got to remember you're going to pay a premium for dining at the Shangri-La. Number 10 on my list is Chimac. We call it Chimac, Chimac. It is a Korean restaurant, chicken and beer. So if you like chicken, they make great barbecue chicken. They make great fried chicken. It's all very, very good. And you can get that down in Forbestown is where that's located. There are a lot of nice restaurants down in Forbestown. And I would encourage you, if you're here, check out Forbestown. It's a very neat, upscale area that looks really neat. Number 11 on the list for my go-to restaurants, Pho Hua. Pho Hua is a Vietnamese restaurant. Now they've got a couple of locations for that. They've got one on 4th Avenue, kind of between High Street and 26th Street. There's one there. It's right next to Monum. And then they've got one up on Uptown Mall. They've got one there. But Pho Hua is a fantastic Vietnamese restaurant with great prices, very good pricing, very affordable. Take you and your date there. Very good Vietnamese food. I think you'll really like it. Before I get to number 1, a couple of honorable mentions. Hello. One would be Dr. Wine. Dr. Wine is a really good place to go to take a date or to go single on a weekend. But they've got, obviously, they got a fantastic wine selection. They've got a fantastic bar with great bartenders. But their food is delicious too. And they probably don't get enough credit for how good their food is. Now you'll pay a little extra because it's a premium place, it's upscale. It's over in Forbestown also. But Dr. Wine would definitely be on my honorable mention list. And then a couple others would, real quick, would be a place called Sonny's. Hello, sir. Sonny's is located on High Street. In fact, if you look beyond the little green hill there, you'll see it. It's right there. It's called Sonny's Cafe. And they have fantastic food, really good waffles and chicken, and at a decent price. That would definitely be on my honorable mention list. Hello, sir. How are you, my friend? Another one would be Banana Leaf. Banana Leaf is another great place on High Street to get really inexpensive meals that are tasty and very good. Those would be my honorable mentions. There's tons of places to eat here that are all very, very good. You just have to kind of find them on your own, but I'm giving you this list to help you out. So finally, number 12 on my list, or number 1 in my heart, and that's Wild West Roadhouse Bar and Grill, which we're coming up on right now. They've got Western food, and it's all very good and at affordable prices. They've got promos for beers. You can get 2 beers for $1.90, so that's a pretty decent price. They got a takeout menu. Hey guys, how you doing, Romeo? How's it going? It's going great, as always. Loving BGC, of course. So here we go. So see, here's some meals that you can get. Baby back ribs for $750 peso, which is under about $14, a little less than $14. Boneless barbecue chicken, which is really good, less than $7. And then roast beef belly for $6.50. They have steaks here. If you want to get a steak, let's look at your steaks. You get a ribeye steak for 1,900 peso, which is just over $30 for a ribeye steak dinner. So decent prices. Blackened steak for $8.40. So that's about $15, a little over $15. So there's my list. Let me know in the comments below what you think about it. And Make sure you like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Hit that thumbs up button because that really helps with the algorithms. And I just love sharing my experiences here in this beautiful area called Bonifacio Global City, BGC. Looks like the rain's going to hold off at least for a while. So until next time, mabuhay, my friend. Live life, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.